paano kung hindi dumating si VP, our respondent, then they will not be able to present their evidence, their witnesses, to counter the allegations of offenses and grounds. And that is why I've been saying that this is a significant opportunity for her to challenge the complaint, no? As a matter of fact, itong opportunity na ito, there's a possibility also that the complaint will be dismissed if she will be able to controvert, to refute the allegations in the complaint. But if she will not avail of this opportunity, again, the allegations in the complaint will stand. And the possibility is the justice members might vote in favor of the existence of probable cause, no? Simple lang yan eh. Kung walang nag-question, kung walang nag-challenge, kung walang nag-controvert, syempre, ang magiging consideration ng justice members will be the complaint alone. Let's go back to the answer, no? Ang naging common observation ng justice members, it did not respond directly to the allegations of the complaint. It was in fact a motion to dismiss. So as a consequence, the allegations of the complaint stands, no? As a matter of fact, some of the justice members even move or requested to proceed immediately to voting because they did not see any allegations in the answer which directly challenge the allegations of offenses and grounds in the complaint, no? So yung scenario doon sa determination of sufficiency in grounds, kung hindi dadating ang Vice Presidente sa hearing proper, it is almost the same, no? No evidence will challenge, controvert, or refute the allegations or evidence which will be presented by the complainant, no? And it will be, should I say, to the disadvantage of the Vice President, no? Sayang yung opportunity na pwede niya sanang i-question ang ebidensyang ilalatag ng complainant.